No, question number 4 will not come because it is just for, it is something which you can practice, which you can write on your own, but not important for your exam. Other than that, all the questions are there. Try to prepare it on your own. Question number 2, I will try to give it to you because it's a little bit difficult, more difficult than the other ones. Not difficult in an exact sense. So today we are going to start the chapter quality. Okay, we are going to begin the chapter quality, and quality deals with a shoemaker's story. It is a story by John Galsworthy, a very famous writer, dramatist. He is famous for a drama, Riders in the Sea. Okay, so we are going to begin the story quality. This is a story which tells you about a shoemaker who has a talent for making shoes. Okay, he has a very good talent for making shoes, and he is so much passionate about making shoes that sometimes he even forget the other thing which is important for being a businessman, that is the question of money, for making profit. Okay, he does not really think about that much as he thinks about the quality with which he is going to make the shoe. He had a distinct talent, and he also considered shoemaking as an art. Okay, he considers it an art, something which is comparable to art, and so he treats it likewise. Because of his brilliant talent, our narrator is fascinated with his talent for making shoes, because his shoes have a very good quality and they are always perfect. Okay, his shoes are not like the ones which are made by the commercial shoe factories. They don't come in a lot of numbers. He only makes shoes which are ordered, and his quality is very good, and he chooses each of the leather for the shoes with his own genius, with his own talent for making shoes. He is able to win the heart of the narrator. Okay, he is fascinating the narrator. Let us find out about the shoemaker. I knew him from the days of my youth. I knew him from the days of my extreme youth. Youth means the state of being young. That means when the narrator was very young, from that period of time he had a familiarity with this shoemaker. He knew about the shoemaker because he made my father's boots. He lived with his elder brother in his shop, which was in a small by street in a fashionable part of London. So the shoemaker used to live in a shop which was in a by street. By street means a side street. Okay, a street which was away from the main street. Not on the main street, but just side of the main street. There was a by street in which he had a shop. And it was in a fashionable part of London. So we know the locale of the story. It is in London. Okay. The shoemaker had a German ancestry. He came from Germany, and so the language with which he talks English, the way he pronounces the English words are not the way other people announces it. So it's like he had a German accent. Okay, so some words in the book might seem a little bit strange to you, but they are actually English spoken with a German accent. Okay. So we know where the shoe maker's shop was there. We know that it was situated in a by lane of a London, fashionable part of London. The shop had a certain quiet distinction. Remember this description of the shop, underline the word quiet distinction. Now quiet distinction means the shop was distinct in a special kind of way. It was different than the other shop, but it was in a quiet way. Okay, it was not in a bright manner. That means there wasn't any big lights in front of the shop. Nothing attractive was there in the shop as such, like the other shops which was there in the street of that, because it is already said it was in a fashionable part of London, so you can expect many big shops there. But this shop had a uniqueness of its own. It was unique, it was distinct, there was something very prominent about it. Quiet, all of us know what the meaning of quiet is. here it means subtle, special quality. Okay, it was something very subtle. Not everybody can understand the quality of the shop or the distinctness of the shop, why it was special. Okay, other than that means why it was different than the other shop, nobody can tell properly, but it had a certain subtle special quality. Subtle means something which is muted. Okay, sometimes I can give you an example. You go to the market with your parents often, right? So there are different kinds of shop in a market. Some of the shops are very brightly lit, lots of lights are there, attractive hoardings are there. The shop name is also very attractive. Lots of different colors are used inside the shop to attract the customers. Glass door, AC, air conditioning, everything is there which attracts people. Yes, so this kind of shop is in one category. Then there are those small shops in the market which sells brilliant things, but not everybody can understand its brilliancy, because maybe the exterior of the shop does not have a glass panel, it does not have an air conditioning inside, it does not have big bright lights, but rather normal lights are there, and maybe the shopkeepers are old people or people who are wearing regular clothes, not something very smart. So this kind of shops are there everywhere, but they are not as bright looking as these big shops, but they do have a specialty about it. Okay, they have a distinct nature which attracts us to them, because they take you to a world of their own. There is a different place for those kind of shops. Okay, this kind of local shop. So this person's shop was also like that. This person's shop was also like that. It was not something very bright, something which will attract a customer whenever they are passing the street, but there was something special about it, there was something distinct about it, and that very something was what attracted the narrator to the shop. Now he came to know about this man when he was very young. Okay, and when he had gone there to make, he had accompanied his father, and his father had taken him to the shop for making boots. Okay, for getting his boots made by this man. There was no sign upon it other than the name of Gessler Brothers. Okay, so the only thing which was there written was Gessler Brothers. This was the only thing which was written on the shop. Okay, nothing attractive like shops which you can, any perfectly fitting shops or beautiful boots, come inside, like that. No advertisement was there, nothing glamorous was written on the in front of the shop. Everything was muted, just the name of the shop owner was given. Okay, do we have time? And in the window a few pairs of boots. Remember this, he did not have a big massive collection of boots already given, made to custom sizes. No, like the shops which we have, all the shoes which are there in the shops which we have in Bardhaman, they are all made to certain size 6, size 5, size 7, like that. Different sizes are there, different types are there. But this person had a distinctness. He did not categorize people into different sizes, but he rather treated each of his customer in a unique manner. He made custom boots for each of the customers. That means for individual customers, he made individual boots. Okay, individual shoes. He did not make lots of shoes together for a certain, because he believed that each person's feet was unique. So if you needed to make a perfectly fitting boot, you have to start from scratch. Okay, so he gave so much labor to his profession. So there was just a few pair of boots which you could see from the window of the shop, and so he only made what was ordered. So this was very unique. Okay, this was something distinct about him. And what he made never failed to fit. What he made, whatever boots or shoes which he made, they were always fitting. Okay, nobody had a complaint about the fit of shoe. To make boots, such boots as he made, seemed to me then and still seems to me mysterious and wonderful. This talent is being praised by the narrator. The talent which the shoemaker had, it is being praised by the narrator as something very wonderful. Okay, something very wonderful, something very mysterious. Mysterious, why? Because nobody can understand exactly how this man had this talent of making shoes which were perfectly fitting. Okay, so this was mysterious and wonderful because they were all beautifully made. They were made perfect. Okay, that's why mysterious and wonderful. I remember well my shy remarks one day while stretching out to him my youthful foot. Isn't it awfully hard to do, Mr. Gessler? And his answer, given with a sudden smile from out of the redness of his beard, it's an art. Okay, it's an art. That is, as he was German, so he spoke with a certain accent. Okay. Excuse me. So he spoke with a certain accent. That's why it is written, it's an art. It is an art. So, the narrator was also very much impressed by his talent of making shoes, and so he asked him one day that isn't it difficult to make boots like this? But Mr. Gessler said it's an art. Okay, so till what time do we have the class? Let me complete one more paragraph. It was not possible to go to him very often. His boots lasted terribly. His boots were made so well that they were long lasting. That means for a long period of time you could wear the boots without any complaint. They wouldn't become destroyed. Okay, they would be fitting perfectly for a long while. And so it was not possible for anybody to visit him that often because the shoes were made so perfectly that you did not have to go and get them done again. Okay. Having something beyond the temporary. Beyond the temporary means something was there, some presence was there, some quality was there in the boots which was beyond temporary, which was something permanent. Okay, because the quality of the boots was so well, was so nice that it was not something which was temporary. It was something very permanent. So even though a shoe is something which we consider to be a temporary thing, but his quality which was reflected on the shoe, how he made the shoes also something more permanent than temporary. Okay. Some essence of boot stitched into them. Essence means the the basic things, the basic qualities which was there in the boot. Essence of boot was stitched into them. That means something special was stitched into the boots which made it difficult for anybody to leave those boots. Okay, that means those boots were made with such a passion, with such a talent that it lasted a long time and it never went wrong. They were made perfectly. Understood? So we are going to stop over here today. Next day I am going to continue with this story, and all the best for your exams, students. It will be very good. Read everything very carefully. Read the examples as well in grammar book as well as the exercises. Since it is an MCQ exam, don't expect to write any answers. So it would be good if you can read the chapter thoroughly. Inside the chapter, from inside the chapter, lots of questions will be set. Read the exercise questions also, but just the short ones. Okay. Thank you, students.